does the mirror so accurately display what is in front of it? All it does is reflect back light into our eyes and shows us what it sees. It's some sort of force that is willing to share its very existence with us. It bears its very soul by unflinchingly showing us reality. But what sort of unknown bias does the mirror unavoidably bring? Am I really how I am in a mirror, or is it only how the mirror can display me as? Is there some trait or something that is lost when it gets reflected off the mirror?
Today on the adventures of Action Man 22 and Evil Villain 5454, Action Man 22 has to find a way to cope with the moral issues of his job.
When I get home every night, I'm always on the verge of tears. There's just nothing but despair in my soul. I mean, there just seems to be no end. I fight and I fight and I fight, but always there's still evil. It seems hopeless to try. At first when I was starting, I thought the only way to defeat the good guy was to do it physically. But after watching a few TV shows, I soon learned that you have to do it mentally, making it so that they just stop trying. This is why I produce a constant onslaught of petty little schemes to create havoc. Not because any of them will actually work, but to tire the good guys out. This is pretty good. I've never had Ethiopian food before. Neither had the Ethiopians. Whoa! I defeat all the bad guys and their plans, but it makes me question the purpose. It makes me question my moral standpoint. I come to start thinking that maybe I'm not good. What if the plans that are seen as evil are really just revolutionary ideas? Some of the stuff I've done is invent an evil robot that shot lasers in supermarkets with the hair dye formulas, making everything turn into the wrong colors. People would buy a color they need, but it turned out to be something totally different. So that created havoc for a while. I also invented a robot that ate all those red rectangle spreaders in those Lunchables. So kids would have put some pizza sauce on their bread, but come to find that they have no way of smoothly spreading it across the pizza. Yeah, I got in big trouble with that. I just do thousands and thousands of those types of things. It's as if it is some sort of other world, an exact mock-up of my reality, beyond their physical glass boundary. This person locked inside is forced to do only what I do, a prisoner confined in a world of physical deceit. I have a backside. There is a physicalness to my back that exists, but this man here does not have it. It only has face value. What's shown is all that exists. There's nothing on the other side of my reflection. I've got to bite you. Okay, quiet down for Georgie's show and tell. Hey everyone, I brought my favorite toy. It's this shelf that goes into cabinets. I just really think it's cool, and I like to have it with me. Sometimes I like to play with my shelf, and it's very fun. I sometimes can't go to sleep because I'm having so much fun playing with my shelf. I play with my shelf all the time. I just don't know whether to keep trying. If these villains are this persistent and dedicated, who am I to try to come in their way? All I have is big muscles and powers I was born with. They're the ones sitting down and conjuring up these ingenious ideas. I once made a robot that went around placing shirts and jeans into piles labeled the wrong sizes. So people would see a shirt that they thought was really rad, marked in their size, just to later find, when they tried it on, that it was way too small, or too big, and that there wasn't even any size of theirs left. And if everything is reversed in the mirror, that must affect how we perceive ourselves. The only form we've seen ourselves in is in the reverse. Our stored image of how we look is backwards. What if in a reverse state we look much more attractive than our actual state? Or less attractive? Wouldn't that affect our personality? Would that in turn affect other people's impressions of us? I want to share the greatness of shells, and so I always suggest to people for them to play with their shells. I advertise it a lot. I go to the pool and just whip it out and play with my shelf right in front of their faces. Tap them a few times with it. I eventually plan on creating some sort of club at school where people can just come in and get in a big circle and start playing with their shelves. Man, just thinking about what a blast I'd have playing with my shelf, huddled in other people playing with their shelves, just really makes me want to just go in my room and play with my shelf right now. Georgie, are you finished cleaning up that mess? Almost.
That isn't good.